So children who have had trauma in the early years of their life, the parts of the brain that were stressed and trying to keep them safe were activated frequently, which makes sense. So they develop coping mechanisms to stay safe. They shut down, they go into fight mode, they go into flight mode, or they learn to take care of their primary caregiver's needs. But one thing that is central to all of these experiences is that their awareness becomes focused on staying safe. They aren't checking in with their body, they aren't open and engaged in the world. Their awareness becomes narrowed and often highly hypervigilant. These are the kids that when you're having a conversation at one end of the house and they're at the other end of the house, they shut out, "What did you say?" Or these are the kids that can shut down and not make eye contact and make themselves feel like they're invisible or seem like they're invisible. And so once a child leaves that environment, it doesn't mean that they feel safe internally. And that is why we as the adults need to be curious about our child's inner world and to help them feel safe. So Dr. Daniel Hughes talks about 2 levels of safety. The first is a more broad notion where kids start to notice things about their external world. They become curious again. They have this ability to learn new information. They want to know about facts and they want to know about things. They're hungry for learning. But this learning and awareness, it's all out here and it's not internal awareness. The second level of safety is internal. And this is where a child or a teen begins to feel safe enough to explore their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own sensations of what's going on inside of them. In this level of safety, it's where a child can start to think about who they are, what they like, what they don't like. And so many children and teens who have had trauma have shut down their inner world, which is why a response of, "I don't know," is a really typical response when you ask them what's going on. They actually haven't been taught or felt safe to go inward to know what is going on for them. So when anyone is in that state of defense, whether we're adults or children, we aren't open and receptive to exploring our inner world. We become focused on our outside world and what is making us unsafe, and therefore safety becomes our priority. Do I need to move away from this person? Do I need space? Do I need to stop talking? Do I need to shout to feel heard? All of those things are coping mechanisms. For our kids who have had trauma in their early years, that survival part of the brain becomes more biased and it can actually pick up and process cues of in the environment as unsafe. You can think of it kind of like as a really sensitive smoke detector that picks up any cues that there could be danger out there, and their brain puts on this alert that says safety, safety. We got to make safety our number one priority. And so what we need to do as the adults is be aware of these different levels of safety and to help our children prioritize our children's level of safety by helping them lower their stress response system, by increasing predictability, by increasing structure and routine, and increasing connection and relationship, and being aware of our child's, attachment style and how to pursue them. As we make that our priority, our children will over time become more receptive to exploring what is going on for them internally, but that takes time.